Post up, post up. That's you could say it's a hip hop phrase. You could say it's a colloquial. You can say it comes from maybe the basketball world. That I play basketball in a sense now. As I was playing center then, not now. I'm too short to play center now. But anyhow, it would be a matter of post up. You go and you post up so that you can get the ball. Well, this morning, we're talking about posting up. Posting up. Are you going to post up for the Lord? I'm going to tell you what that means in a minute. But I just want to greet everybody on this morning. Hopefully, my internet is going to be okay. Hopefully, the connections, if you will, is going to stay put. Been having trouble since this cold snap. I don't know. Spectrum need to get it together. But nevertheless, we are here this morning. Post up, post up. Are you posting up on this morning? I got a word for you. You already know it. And this morning, how's everybody on this morning? Now, I want to ask a question. We're coming to the end of our fasting and prayer. I hope you have gotten this. There we go. I hope you've gotten it. And I hope you've used it. And if you haven't, you could have gotten it right there. There's the scan. You could scan that and you say, well, you know, I haven't done it's 2 more days. And at New Life, we're gonna have 24 hours of prayer, and we're gonna be posting up, if you will. Gonna be posting up for 24 hours of prayer. And I can't wait because I'm going to be going through the 24 hours. Our elders are going to be leading, and I'm going to, I plan on just staying there because I just really want to end strong. How about that? That's kind of what we're talking about on this morning. Greet some folk, and then we're going to get right into the word. You can stand tall, you can post up. This is what this means. Got a word for you on this morning. Let's greet some folk and get into the word. How about that? Good morning, Ramona. How are you on this morning? Always the first, never the last. Good morning, Gerald. How are you? Hey, shout out to Gerald. You know, we got the personal connection card. And here we go, the personal connection card. You can't hardly see it with this light or what have you. But nevertheless, the person that Gerald put in his connection card, they joined the church last night. How about that? So, hey, everybody, Morning Manna fam, shout out to Gerald on this morning. How about that? Good morning, Ella. How are you on this morning? My spiritual daughter, how are you? Erica, how are you doing? Vicky, how are you? Pamela, how you doing on this morning? DK is in the house. Is that DK? I believe it is. DK is in the house. Valerie, how are you on this morning? Vaughn, how are you on this morning? Elder Mobley is in the house. Thank you for serving. Good morning, Diane. How are you? Joelle down in Mississippi. How are you doing? Anna doing? How are you on this morning? Deborah, how are you on this morning? Dawn is in the house as well. Fawn is here. Carolyn is here. Where's your sister? She's got to come up here in a moment. Patrick is in the house. How about that? Here we go. Deborah is in the house. Deborah is in the house. Here is Brenda finally showing up here. A little late, but we'll take it. Good morning, Elder Jan. How are you on this morning? Liz, how are you? How are you, Marcia? I think I'm pronouncing it right. Marcia, shout out on this morning. Good to see you in the house. Pasha is in the house. Let me get a couple more, then we're going to go with it. Laura's in the house. Shirley is in the house on this morning. Dan the man is here. Lottie Dottie and everybody is here on this morning. Yep. But let me get a couple more. Verena is in the house. Let me get down here and just say, trees. Here we go. Pastor Leo, how are you in this morning? You know, this morning is all about posting up. I'm going to post up, and I got a word for you on this morning. You already know. Let's get ready for it.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Manna, where in 5 minutes or less, you're going to get an impartation with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Join the Morning Manna fam every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Don't forget to put in the chat the revelation that you get and share the manna. Now, let's get ready to have some manna so you can make it through your day.
Post up. Post up. Here's the text. Joshua 1 and 9. You already know what's going on, but let me make you familiar as I read the text. Joshua 1 and 9. Have I not commanded you? God talking to Joshua, just cross the Jordan. They are now about to move into the promised land. Be strong and courageous. Must have been afraid. Do not be afraid, God talking. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Let's give the context of the text. Joshua is stepping into leadership after Moses' death. It's a massive transition that he has to fill. These big shoes of Moses. And he's uncertain. The people are facing a fortified city. Jericho walls haven't fallen yet. They're in a unfamiliar territory, and the responsibility of claiming God's promise is right on them. God doesn't give Joshua strategy first. That will come later in the walls of Jericho. He gives him a promise of his presence. I want you all to grab this. Courage is not rooted in confidence, self-confidence, even a little bit of arrogance. No, not at all. No. The command to be strong and courageous is repeated because fear naturally rises when purpose increases. And it is connected to God's purpose and his presence. That is faithfulness. I'll give you the three things in just a moment, but let me tell you this story. When I was planting my first church on the East Coast, and I was doing my doctoral in ministry at that time, trying to work out the whole project piece, as we call it, or dissertation. There was someone in my cohort recognized my fear, my trepidation, starting a church, moving into leadership I've never known before while still being a chaplain. And he gave me Joshua 1 and 9. He said, you need to read it. Never forgot it. And it reminds me, even as we come to this point, how you got to post up. First thing I want you to get is this: presence produces power. I realized then that God was with me. And you too have to realize that. What transitions are you into right now? Where are you moving in forward into? Understand that presence is power. Joshua's strength flows from knowing God is with him. Said, I'll never leave you, nor will I forsake you. Don't move to the right nor the left. Stay right in the middle. Wherever you go, I'll be with you. As you transition into the things that God has you to do and the assignment that is on your life, know that. That's the number one. Presence produces power. 2, courage comes from connection. Courage comes from connection. Who's in your Fab Five? Who's shoulder to shoulder with you? In addition to God, who's in your community? Are you connected to a courageous community or a fearful community? All we got to do is take one look in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and you will see that that community is fearless. And you got to be connected to a fearless community. You already know. The third thing is this: faith fuels forward movement. I'll say it again, put it in the chat area. Faith fuels forward movement all day long. And you got to understand that. Here it is. And I want you to get this. When you are in the midst of a transition, not knowing which way to go, know that when you have faith in God, that he's present and your courage goes up because you're plugged in, understand this is your takeaway. You can move forward boldly when you know God is with you. Repeat after me and put it in the chat area. I am strong, courageous, confident, because God is with me. Let me say it again. To you who are going through a transition of any sort, I am strong, courageous, confident, because God is with me. Post up, get the ball, make the shot, because God's got you. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. If this bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. And I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna.